Hey everyone, my name is Demonite. Welcome to the review corner, where today I'm going to explain how I feel about Wallaru. Um, so besides the fact it's the shortest run by far, not counting Caramel with their ridiculousness at the time, this would have been the second shortest run had it not been for that Caramel situation. So, um, before we get into the fact of goods and bads, I want to say that the sides itself were finally mostly doable. Like it wasn't too hard, but it wasn't just too easy either. Obviously, you needed some time, some parts where you had to have friends help you out. Sorry about that. But the fact that they were actually doable, and their one boss, Wally, was enjoyable. Like, where's Wally? Where's Waldo? All that jazz. That was fun. Um, I feel like though the area should not have been blocked off until you unlock the quest, in my opinion. So, but that's fine. It's not a big deal because the fact of I was trying to uh get all the side quests done and going to these specific areas. But it's fine because I managed to get everything done. So some of the bosses I want to mention is the Arcane Toads slash Freddy Croaker, and the other bosses like Morp, Mr. Kane, Luigi DeMario, and that's basically really it that I can think of as main bosses. So let's start off with Mr. Kane. Mr. Kane is by far the easiest if you knew what you're doing. I thought originally in that you had to not kill the hostages. No, you had to do over 6,000 to get rid of them. I thought they forced us out of battle. No, 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 no. You're saving them. Alright, so that took a bit, but he was by far the easiest. Morp, on the other hand, you had to do a little bit more planning into it, but you could just easily won if you just put blades and traps on her. Other than that, yeah, she's not a hard boss. Um, I was trying to think of the other characters. Luigi DeMario was annoying because it didn't update truly all of its cheats, and I was like, oh, this boss will be easy. I thought he was like a coward. No, he was more annoying than Mario DeMario. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, hey, sounds like Krunk, so it could be Krunk for all we know. And finally, the Arcane Toad and Freddy Croaker. All of them were annoying as hell. And yes, I knew how to get rid of those nightmare stuff because all you had to do was heal. That's why I said in that second fight that we tried fighting Freddy Croaker, if we lost, everyone gets heals. Luckily, we didn't have to do that. We were lucky to win. But yeah, Freddy Croaker is by far the hardest main in Wallaru. No other bosses were as hard as him. Not even the solo fights, which, by the way, solo fights were fun, in my opinion. Some of them were difficult, like the Desperation was annoying. But the Despair and what was it? Confusion were fun, for sure. And Phobia, I forgot what it was. It said something about Phobia, so I was like, oh, hold on. I don't remember the boss's name, but the storm boss, the Phobia one. Um, that one was annoying. The fire one was okay, not the greatest. I mean, I beat all these bosses first try, so at least I think I did. I don't remember if I did with fire. Fire, I think I had to do a second try, but everyone else I did first try for sure. So yeah, the solo bosses were okay for standards, but I can understand why some people don't like it. Except for the final one. Everyone should love the final one. It's funny as hell. Um, but yeah, the only ones I think are more of a pain is Freddy Croaker and its Arcane Toad. Another thing I don't like is the Pink Lake. So most people don't know. I never had that issue with the Mystery House solo fight with a puzzle piece monster. I was used to those types of shit. Like I played games that like that fucking turn shit upside down and sideways all the time. Um, that shit though fucking hurt my eyes that badly. Yeah, the Pink Lake guys. If you ever go in it, like put something over your eyes so you don't have to see it or look away. I mean, that's literally it. I had a fucking headache at that point. I had to step away for like 5-10 minutes. Um, that's the only bad thing I want to say about it so far. But let's talk about the story. Okay, most of it was back and forth again, and I personally don't like back and forth shit. I prefer not to have back and forth because that's annoying. So overall, that was annoying itself. It felt like here's the thing about this, okay? Kingsland, there's only two boss fights and then defeat and collect. There's really nothing else you do there. And then the Outbacks, whatever it's called, that place itself, it was a huge area, but you really don't do much there. Sure, you do a couple of defeat and collects and stuff like that in fighting, but yeah, you really don't do much. And then some boss fights. I won't forget that. And then the actors themselves, the crocodile dude and the crocodile hunter, yeah, they're fake. I was upset about that. Um, I was trying to think of what else. The territory area was decent. I actually enjoyed it. The Colleen Farm area, I thought was boring. Just overall, just plain ass boring. Sure, you fight Ned twice, but the armored Ned was better. Just because you actually can't use your own aura. Um, but like I said, with Ned, I didn't care for him much. He didn't care for him as a character. Um, moving on from that, the resort area, all you had to do was 4 fights and a fucking well, technically, yeah, 2 battles, minion battles, and then 4 dungeon fights, whatever it's called. You know, that was horrible in my opinion. That's a waste of an area itself. It should have been cheaper for just that small area. The forest area had a lot, and makes sense, kind of. Um, my favorite area of all of them is the main area, but not counting the main area. I think the dreaming area was cool. Doom Moon was cool, but that's part of Novus, so I don't count Novus stuff. Same thing with like, but it is cool to see the heroes come back and actually be heroes again. But that's the thing I don't like is the final battle was kind of iffy and kind of like you don't really have to try. Honestly, that drops it down a peg. I want an arc finale to have a good battle. Like, why does Caramel have a good final boss, but like a terrible story? Meanwhile, Lemuria has a decent final battle because something brand new, and their story was long, but it was still enjoyable for the most part. Novus had. I'm trying to remember what the final boss was. Oh my god. Oh, the Manticore stuff, yeah. Which was disgustingly weird. Still something new. And then we just fight battleships. That's it. We just played battleships. So it's like, why? It's cool though that we finally get to do what we should have done in the beginning and make inner peace with, or make peace with the Arcanum and the Cabal. That's something I like. And obviously, Arc 5 is going to be a brand new adventure, seeing old friends and stuff. I hope we bring back Ambrose because we haven't seen him in 5 years. That's what I want. And regarding this picture you're seeing right now with me holding a wand and then Corrupt Knight with the spell book, I'm going to probably keep this picture for a while until I can get a new one. But this resembles a lot with this story. Like, are we good or are we evil? You know? Hey, listen. I want to thank everyone for joining yesterday's stream. I'm glad I did it much earlier than normally because with 11 hours, I felt more energized doing it then. And obviously, I wasn't complaining as much because I know how tired I could be and I could say some random shit. So, honestly, that was a good idea on my end. But next year, though, I might do it a little bit earlier, like 9 o'clock instead. I don't know yet. But for sure, hopefully, we get a good team like Alexandria and Nora. Well, Nora was kind of a troll, annoying, but you know what? She was still a good teammate, and to the very end, there's no changing that at all. Um, Now the story wise itself, I feel like for an Australian type of area, it wasn't too bad. But I feel like I just said, the resort in Kingsland too small for an area. Hope Springs, one of the best areas. The main area, amazing, loved it. Outback was kind of eh. It's an area. Territory was cool. The forest was okay. Ned's farm was meh, and the resort was bad. So out of all of this, I say it's a high 6 out of 10, but lower 7. So that's my range. I would say it's not the greatest, but it's also pretty decent. It's cool to see Judge Veg back, and you don't have to fight him for once. Um, you don't also have to deal with the. You don't also have to deal with all the cheating bosses that badly. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cheat bosses, but some of them were doable and understandable. It's just like I also don't like the fact that they didn't give us all gear stuff back. Because I think it's only Atham and Rings and Amulet and Dex right now. I think that's all they're doing because they don't want to get too strong, you know? But other than that, guys, I mean, that's it. Arc 4 is over. Basically, my job is done for now, so obviously, I'll be uploading balance videos sometime this year, early December maybe, because I'll do all the bosses again. But other than that, guys, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Peace out, everyone.